Hello, governors. A few days ago, the unfinished build for Touhou Fractured Transience actually came out. I wanted to make this small video to let people know to try out the game and to show some things that people may have a hard time understanding. That being said, let's begin. Starting up, it should be clear that this is assuming you're playing the game with one of two controllers, a GameCube controller, or literally anything else. There are many tutorials if you want to know how to play games like this and many more with a regular GameCube adapter, but basically, install Zodig, replace the WUP driver, install Delphine version 2, and follow the directions it tells you when installing the program. If you happen to own the May Flash adapter or an adapter with a PC switch, then you won't need to worry about it. Out of the gate, the game has keyboard, PlayStation, and Xbox controller support, so you won't have to worry about that either. Before we get in a match, let's head into the extras menu in profiles. Make sure you make a tag for your own controls. These are the settings I use since I'm on a GameCube controller. Attack is pretty self-explanatory. Technique is basically your special button. Then you have your jump, defend, which is your shield, and grab. Unique to this game are assists, which can be called during the match. Before the game starts, after you pick your character, you pick which assist you want. Each assist varies on what they do and how long their cooldowns are. I'll get into them later. Taunts is pretty standard, and then we get to the 5 toggles. The dash toggle allows you to dash immediately when you hold the button down. This is pretty useful if you're playing on keyboard or if your controller has horrid stick sensitivity. Jump toggle allows you to jump and air dash when a direction is held. I like to put this toggle on my shield button as it feels like an air dodge to me. Spell toggle is what allows you to perform spell attacks with the attack button and spell cards with the technique button. Spell attacks basically act like smash attacks, but they can also have some utility purposes for some characters. Spell cards are big attacks that can shift the momentum in a match very greatly. You can think of them as final smashes, but everyone gets 2 of them. They each vary from the character, so it's important how you utilize each character's spell card to their own advantage. The technique toggle will change your attacks to special. This can be useful if you want your tilt stick to become specials. The neutral lock is maybe the coolest of all the toggles, as when it's held, no matter what, you'll always get a neutral air or a neutral special for your character. Over here are the rest of the options. Auto ledge grab lets you grab ledge automatically. If you want to know how to manually grab ledge, well, you press grab. Tap dash allows you to dash with flick of the control stick. Same applies to tap jump, tap air dash, tap spells, and tap drop. We then get to stick sensitivity and an adjustable buffer window, on the off chance you don't want the game to feel like Ultimate. Or if you do.
Goes for the counter, that's
Burns the air dodge. Oh, but then the buffer though.
Oh, no.
Alright, let's actually get into a match. Press A button to enter, take spot, pick your character, assist, color, and make sure you don't forget your tag. Alright, now we can get into the game. Oh right, you need friends. As of right now, no CPs are able to be fought, so you have to fight with humanity. Without online within the game, how much? With Parsec, of course. I'll make sure I link a tutorial of how to use Parsec. It's not perfect, but it's better than nothing at its current state. I think while we're still here, let's go over some of the UI elements that you see right now. There are always 8 things that are displayed during a match. The timer at the top of the screen, the characters which, on the lower half of the screen displays your percentage, stocks, meter, spell cards, stamina, and assist. Percents and stocks are pretty self-explanatory. Meters for your spell attacks, which take a little bit of meter away when used, and spell cards, which upon activation, the meter will go down until the spell card is used or the meter is drained. The meter will go down faster if you're getting hit, so keep that in mind. Yeah, funny little post-editing side note. I forgot to mention how you gain meter, and you get it by grazing attacks from your opponent, and this can be either from projectiles or physical hits. You can also get it by power shielding, which is shielding before the attack hits the first frame of your shield. Depending on the strength of the attack, you'll gain more or less meter. That's all. These red and green cards show the amount of spell cards you have on disposal. Holding spell toggle and pressing special will declare the spell card. Then when you press it again, you'll use the spell card. Up and down are for red spell cards. Neutral and sides are for green. You normally have 2 of each kind, and when you use them all up, you can never get them again. Stamina basically act as your air dashes and hover. Managing this is crucial, as in tough situations, you'll need to play it smart and learn to conserve or use certain resources in different situations. Finally, the assist. When the button is pressed, the assist will pop out and do their associated action. Sakya will freeze time, letting the player do whatever they want for about 3 seconds. Iku summons the Thunderbolt that covers the top and bottom of the screen with a short vertical line. Rumia will obscure the view for the player, creating a shadow over the player, masking whatever they are doing. Medicine will poison both the opponent and player that summoned her, acting like piranha plant smoke. Each assist come with their own cooldown, with Sakya having the longest and Rumia having the shortest, so it's important to think about what you choose and how you want to play. If you want more details of some of the other mechanics and more info on the game in general, then I'll leave a Google Doc link in the description.